Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer, and this here pick a card is specifically for what message you need to hear at this time. What do you need to hear at this time, right? Be it from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whomever you wish to receive a message from, right? This is a reading for that. If you're interested in a personal reading, be sure to check out the description box for how you can get in contact with me for that. But let's go ahead and get to the piles or the groups, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so for number 1 here we have the Amethyst. All right. 2, Shungite. 3, this here a rose quartz heart. And 4, Carnelian. All right, but if you need more time to decide which pile, which group you wish to watch, be sure to pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1, so the Amethyst. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so pile 1, excuse me, this Amethyst. Okay, so with this Amethyst, right, it's connected with, for me, like the third eye, but also the crown chakra, right? So you may be experiencing maybe some overactivity in your mind, right? You could be like overthinking or very much worried, thinking about the past or the future, a lot of anxiety, that kind of thing, right? You may even like experience maybe even some headaches or just a lot of pressure in your head due to overthinking or thinking a lot. Okay, I'm seeing like a river. It may be beneficial to kind of get out, ground your energy, maybe take a spiritual bath here, connect with water, connect with nature, right? But let's go ahead and get the cards. Let's see what the cards got to say here. Ooh. So bottom of the deck here we have inner harmony, but let's see. Okay, so with this ancestral wisdom here in reverse, I kind of get the feeling some of you may be like wanting to connect with your ancestors or wanting to connect with your spiritual team, and you may be having a hard time, or at least you feel like you're having a hard time connecting or piecing together the messages or the signs, right? And I feel like the message here is that you are receiving messages, you are receiving signs, you are receiving guidance, right? But with the saboteur showing up here, you may be kind of blocking it off. May not even be like trusting yourself, trusting your own wisdom, trusting your connection to the divine, your ancestors, your spirit guides. And so there's a need here for stillness, for you to kind of quiet your mind, to kind of spend some time connecting with yourself, connecting with nature, like I was saying, so that you can open up to the wisdom, open up to all of the good things that are trying to come your way, right? But if you're kind of cutting it off, if you're not believing in yourself, if you're not believing in your ability to connect, you're not believing in just yourself in general, it's going to be hard for you to see what it is that you want to see, or reach the achievement, the outcomes, or the, you know, the goals that you have for yourself, if you're not believing in yourself, if you're not believing in your ability to make these things happen. So I feel like, you know, when it comes to maybe your anxiety or your fears or your insecurities, right, they may be showing themselves and kind of blocking you and making it hard for you to reach your goals and to get where it is you want to get to. So I feel like, you know, some time to yourself, some time to really just kind of ease your mind and to be present in the now would be beneficial, so that you can connect to that wisdom, connect with your own wisdom, but also the wisdom from your ancestors, from your guides, because they are trying to talk to you, right? They are present with you. It's just about you believing and not kind of cutting yourself off from that connection due to your own kind of fears or insecurities, or just even anxiety, right? The thoughts, that those negative thoughts, those negative feelings about yourself or about the possibilities that are making it hard for you to connect. All right, but let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, well, these cards fell out face up, so I feel like they wanted to be seen. So let's see, with the eagle and the fish, right? Yeah, I feel like you're a very intuitive person here, with a lot of wisdom, right? But I feel like you may be kind of cutting yourself off from that wisdom because you know, it maybe you get like in your feels, or you get kind of like worried and anxious, and it makes it hard for you to kind of tap into that wisdom, or even to tap into your own kind of your own abilities. No, that's okay, fine. So let's see, got the fish showing up again. Yeah, I feel like here with this stingray, it may be beneficial here for you to kind of like clear out your chakras, like I was saying, like a spiritual bath, to kind of get out of your head and into your heart here with this otter, right? To kind of spend some time kind of clearing out that heart chakra, any kind of old hurts and wounds that you may still be holding on to, right? I feel, bottom of the deck here we have the dragonfly. So yeah, I feel like you are in a very much transformative period. It may be very emotional for you at this time, but I feel like here with this octopus showing up, like you have all of these gifts, all of this knowledge, all of these abilities, but you may be kind of not believing in yourself, or kind of allowing your own kind of insecurities, be it because of past traumas or past experiences, kind of cloud your judgment and shift the way that you see yourself, and kind of make you kind of close off from the world, but also from yourself and from the divine, right? And so it's kind of about allowing yourself to kind of be where you are, to connect with yourself where you are, right? Even if it is kind of emotional, even if you are kind of sad, right? Just kind of allow yourself to be in that space, so that you can progress to the next, whatever's next, right? That next level up. But if you're kind of trying to force it, or even kind of trying to fight where you are, it's going to be hard for you to kind of level up and to get to that next level. Okay, and then let's just get you a goddess message here. Right, but with this otter here, I feel like it may be beneficial for you to kind of, you know, spend some time playing, like whatever, you know, play means for you, be it kind of like running around outside or, you know, I don't know, playing video games, whatever it is you do to kind of decompress, right? Spend some time doing that. Make time for that, you know, be it every day or every week, so that you're not like so overwhelmed by the goings on of the world. And you can kind of tap into your own internal wisdom. All right, so we have Pele, divine passion, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And Una, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing, okay? Yeah, I feel like here, you may be kind of feeling like unmotivated or just even like disconnected from your own passion, disconnected from yourself. And the best way to kind of get back connected to yourself, back connected to your own passion and that motivation, is to allow yourself to be in whatever space you're in. If you are in kind of like a lazy or just, you know, like poopy poopy place, just allow yourself to be there, because that's what, you know, your body, your mind, your heart kind of needs to kind of release and to let go of the past and, you know, where it is you're coming from. Okay, bottom of the deck here we have Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Okay, yeah, I feel like, you know, with this stillness, right, we have a lot of just messages of just allowing yourself to be where you are, right? Don't kind of like try and force anything or feel like you have to get to Z when you're only at A, right? Just allow yourself to be at A and like take your time, right? Everything's working out in divine timing, right? Easy does it. All right, but that's all I have for you, pile one. Hope this message helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. You know, if you liked it, if it resonated, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, I truly appreciate you. Hope to see you soon. I'm gonna go ahead on to pile two. So peace out. So pile two here with Shungite. So let's see what your message is. Let us see. All right, with Shungite, I feel like, you know, grounding may be beneficial for you. So, or you could even kind of deal with like issues of insecurity or instability, feeling, you know, unstable. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right. All right, bottom of the deck here we have responsibility. Okay. Okay. So I feel like, okay, right, whenever turmoil comes up for me, it's always like a card of, what comes to mind is you may be making things a little bit harder than they have to be, right? I feel like here with this growth and relaxation, you may be kind of in a space where you're wanting growth, you're wanting to, you know, improve, to move forward, but you may be kind of stunting your growth here, right? You may be kind of being a little bit lackadaisical, right? And I feel like it's because you may have like fears, right, showing up. There may be fears that you can't have what it is that you want, so you may be procrastinating. You may be like, right, you may not be being very responsible. You may be kind of just kind of taking it easy, taking your time, because you have a fear that what you want isn't going to come to be. And that's blocking your growth here. It's making it hard for you to actually get what it is that you want, right? So there's a need here for a shift in your own kind of, a shift within yourself, right? be it your beliefs, the way you see yourself, right? I feel like it's mainly the way you see yourself, right? You may have like a negative way of seeing or viewing yourself, which is impeding your progress, impeding your growth, right? And I feel like you know it here, right? We have a lot of cards to do with intuition here. I feel like you're aware of this. I feel like you're aware that you may be making it harder for yourself because you are, procrastinating or just not believing in yourself, or, you're kind of putting things off until the next day or whatever it may be. And so there's a need for balance here, right? I feel like you may have, with this relaxation, you may have, come out of a very like arduous state, right? Like a very kind of rough cycle. You get what I'm saying? It may have been a lot of work. You may have had to put in a lot of work on yourself or in one situation or another. And because of that, you kind of want to slow down. But you may be taking it a little too slow. Does that make sense? I hope this is making sense. And so there's a need for balance here, right? We do have the card for balance. There's a need for balance. And just like a deeper awareness of yourself, a deeper awareness, I feel, of your own patterns, of your own kind of thoughts and beliefs about yourself, or beliefs about, your current situation. You may be kind of like even undecided about what it is that you want. And so it may be time for you to kind of spend some time figuring out what it is that you want, because otherwise, you may, when it comes to manifesting, you may be kind of all over the place. And so it may be beneficial for you to kind of, spend some time figuring out what it is that you really want and what's really blocking you, right? Is it you that's blocking you, or is it, your own kind of mindsets, your own kind of beliefs, right? And how can you kind of shift that, I feel, right? But it kind of starts internally, right? You may be kind of focusing all of your energy and efforts on the external and trying to get things moving externally. But when it comes to manifestation, right, as they say, you manifest, or you attract to yourself what is in alignment with you. So if you are in a space where you don't believe in yourself, or if you feel like you can't do it, or it's too hard, or whatever it may be, it's going to be hard for you to manifest anything that's outside of that kind of energy. So make sure that you're spending time, getting your own kind of energy straight, getting yourself straight before you try and like shift the external. Okay? Let me see. Yeah, I feel like it's a need for kind of compassion here for yourself, to allow yourself to be in whatever state or whatever, growth stage you're in, right? Not trying to kind of force yourself to be in any other place but the place that you're at, right? Because when you're trying to force yourself to be, on level 10 and you're only on, level 2, of course it's going to kind of be kind of arduous, so to speak. So, just allow yourself to be where you are, and not kind of look at other people or what they're doing and kind of compare yourself to that. Just allow yourself to be you and to be where you are. And to kind of love on yourself where you are. Right? Don't kind of beat yourself up for not being on level 10. Enjoy level 2. You feel me? Hey man, level 2 is good. Enjoy level 2. And in no time, you'll be at level 10, but you can't kind of force it, or you can't kind of beat yourself up into getting to level 10, because it's going to make it hard for you to get to level 10. I keep saying level 10. Yeah. I feel like you kind of may be focusing on the outcomes or the things that it is that you want to gain or accomplish, and that's making it hard for you to really get to where it is you really want to get to, right? I feel like it's a need to to spend some time connecting with what it is that you want. Like, what is at the root of what it is that you want, right? If you want success, what does success mean to you? Not, what does success come with? No. What is success like, right? What does success feel like? What does it look like? And like, spend some time being aware of how you are currently successful, right? Because you have grown. You have accomplished some things. And just because you don't have everything that it is that you want right now, it doesn't mean that you haven't done a good job. So go easy on yourself. Okay, but let's see. What else wants to come out for you? Okay. All right, bottom of the deck here we have Firefly. And then we have Unicorn and Phoenix. Both came out in reverse. Yeah, I feel like here, right, the way you see yourself here is, I feel, is stunting your growth and stunting your progress. It's making it hard for you to get to where it is you want to get to. With the Firefly on the bottom of the deck, I feel like, you may have a hard time of maintaining your energy, or maintaining your passion or your desire for something, or even just your faith and belief in yourself. And I feel like it's because there's a need for a shift in the way you see yourself, the way you think about yourself, and to kind of spend some time allowing yourself to be where you are, right? If you only have like a little puny little light, like a firefly, that's still light, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be on 10 all the time, but at the same time, right, don't kind of hold yourself to the like the minimum, or like think of yourself as less than because you're not on 10 at all times. Allow yourself to be where you are at any given time, and trust that, as you continue to work on things, as you continue to put in that effort, you're going to grow. You're going to succeed, right? But you have to believe in yourself first. If you don't believe, it's gonna be hard to make it happen, right? But with the firefly, it always makes me think of like the Lion King, right? And when they're talking about the stars, right? You are stardust. You feel what I'm saying? You are kind of connected to source. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You are connected to the divine. And once you kind of tap into that energy and know that you are, a star, believe in yourself, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to maintain that energy and to put in the necessary work to get where it is you want to get to, okay? Well, let's go ahead and get some goddess guidance here. So we have Bridget. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. And Green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Right? I feel like you are like a very, very strong individual, right? You have a lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of, you know, I don't know. I don't know what that is, but you have it. You know what I'm saying? But you may be kind of allowing it to consume you in a negative way. And by that, I mean, you may be very, you know, passionate, but when things don't go your way, or when, you know, you don't see things happening as you want them to happen, you may kind of lose your faith in yourself. And it may kind of consume you to the point where you might kind of like take it out on yourself or beat up on yourself. And it's kind of time for you to remember, you know, who you are. Remember who you are, and remember your strength, remember your power, remember your abilities, and not allow, you know, some setbacks kind of knock you down. Okay, right? And to make sure that you're connecting with others, that you're asking for help when you need help, right? And that you're allowing others to kind of build you up and to help you along the way. Okay, bottom of the deck here we have Freya. I think that's how you say it. Bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring, right? All right, continue to do what you're doing, right? Unless you haven't been doing unless you haven't been doing much, right? But continue to put in that effort. Continue to make moves. Continue to believe in yourself. And you will see, you know, a happy outcome. All right, but that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it and it resonated, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. I'm gonna go ahead on to pile 3, so peace out. All right, so pile 3 here with the rose quartz. The song that came to mind is what's love got to do with it? Some of you may be like, maybe kind of closed off in the heart chakra. You may have kind of experienced maybe some hurt, some pain, and it may be affecting you in a negative way. All right. Maybe someone dropped the ball here. And that may have kind of hurt you. But I feel like if so, you may not be wanting to pay attention to that hurt or give that hurt the space that it needs to be processed and healed. Well, let's see. What else? I'm also hearing the song Going in Circles. So you may be kind of going in circles here in one space in your life or another. And I feel like it's because you're not connecting with yourself. You may not even be kind of listening to your heart. You may have kind of closed off or shut off that part of yourself, that kind of emotional side, for fear of being hurt again. All right, but let's see what the cards have to say here. So bottom of the deck here, we have ancestral wisdom here. I feel like you may be playing it small. I feel like when I always see this card, right, it makes me think, of like your ancestors, your guides, right? And them seeing you as being like very much like royalty and worthy and just amazing. But I feel like you may not be seeing yourself in that way. You may kind of hold yourself back in more ways than one. And I feel like it has to do with your own kind of the way you feel about yourself, the way you connect with yourself. Right? You may have, experience, maybe some low self-esteem or low self-worth. Right? You may even kind of shy away from like applause, like people telling you how good you are, people telling you how beautiful you are. You may be like, no, I'm not, or you may just kind of like think lowly of yourself in some way or another. Yeah, I feel like, it's kind of time for you to kind of believe in yourself, to believe that you're worthy of all the things that you want, right? And I feel like, with this adventure showing up, you are like embarking on a new cycle in your life, a new journey. Maybe, some of you may even be kind of, kind of starting or at the beginning of maybe, like a spiritual journey, and you may be kind of not, or just having a hard time kind of believing in yourself. And I feel like if that is true, it's like kind of blocking your growth here. It's making it hard for you to kind of get to where it is you want to get to. And I feel like it's in multiple areas of your life. Right? And I feel like in order to get to where it is you want to go, you're going to have to start believing in yourself. You're going to have to start kind of loving on yourself, uplifting yourself, letting yourself know how worthy you are of the things that it is that you want. Right? You maybe feel like maybe even kind of blocked in some areas. And I feel like it's not that you're blocked, it's that you kind of see yourself as unable to get to that, whatever it is you're trying to get to. And because of that, it's holding you back. Does that make sense? I feel like it's almost like your spiritual team is kind of wanting to help you along, but they can only help you as much as you allow them to, right? And if you're not kind of believing in yourself, or if you're not believing in your connection to them, it's going to be hard for them to help you. It's going to be hard for them to kind of guide your steps if you're not, listening or believing that, believing in the signs and the messages that you're receiving. And I feel like it when it comes to, going in circles, it may be like you feel like you're going in circles. And I feel like it's because you haven't, there's something here that you haven't completely mastered within yourself. And I feel like it kind of comes down to like your self-worth. You get what I'm saying? Like, you may be kind of repeating cycles or repeating things in your life, be it, in relationships or, your career, whatever it may be. But I feel like it's because you haven't gotten to the point where you see yourself as worthy, or you see yourself as able. right? Because I feel like here, right, these things that you want, they're just waiting for you. But it kind of comes down to you accepting it as yours, accepting yourself as worthy of that thing, be it love or be it, abundance, whatever it may be that you want. Right? I feel like you may have kind of cut yourself off from all of the things that you want in life because you don't see yourself as valuable, or you don't view yourself as worthy of them. And it's kind of time for you to step into this kind of inner knowing. And once you step into the inner knowing of your worth, and that's when things are going to start shifting in the external. But it's kind of about being open, right? I feel like, kind of clearing out, any old resentments or, past hurts, past pains that may still be kind of holding you back would be beneficial here, so that you can grow, so that you can accomplish all the things that you want to accomplish, right? But it kind of starts with you first. It kind of starts internally. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. Like, it's almost like, your spirit team is like, if only you could see yourself as we see you. Right? But I feel like, be easy on yourself. Okay? Don't be hard on yourself. Just be open. Be open to receiving all of the gifts and all of the growth and abundance that you want for yourself. Okay? So bottom of the deck here we have Tarantula. Alright, I feel like, there may be some fears here showing themselves when it comes to this new adventure, this new journey that it is you're trying to embark on. Yeah, I feel like with this Nightingale, you're kind of like, I feel like you have like kind of expressed what it is that you want, be it in silence, right? And in your mind, kind of talking to divine, or whatever it may be, talking to yourself. But I feel like in order for you to kind of start seeing the shifts and the changes that you want, it's going to be about you kind of coming into alignment with it within yourself, and right, letting go of your fears, letting go of your worries about it not happening, or you not getting there, or you not being worthy, letting that go and kind of shifting into a space within yourself where you believe that you are worthy of these things. And kind of once you kind of start waking up to your own beauty and worthiness, that's when you'll start seeing it on the, in the exterior, in the 3D, but if you're kind of stuck in a space of kind of being fearful, of kind of dimming your light, or kind of cutting yourself off from the things that it is you want, it's going to be hard for you to see it. Right? It kind of starts with you first believing that you are worthy, knowing that you are worthy. And that's when everything else will start to align. Right, but also like very much kind of trusting in your own instincts, believing in yourself and your connection to the divine, believing in your intuition. Right? I feel like, you may be in a space where you're starting on your journey. You maybe even have kind of progressed on your journey. You've made some moves, you've, moved along the path, but you may not be seeing as much growth as you want. And I feel like it's because you are kind of holding yourself back. Right? You may be fearful. Right? I feel like with this moth here, right, all this green, right, your heart chakra, right, you did pick the rose quartz, right, your heart chakra may be a bit closed off. And because of that, it may be hard for you to kind of trust your own inner knowing, trust your own intuition. So you may be kind of looking outside of yourself for all of the answers. And it's kind of time for you to kind of come back to this space of knowing that you are able to kind of connect to divine guidance, connect to source, and kind of stop looking for your answers outside of yourself, but kind of look within. And trust what it is that you're seeing, trust what it is that you're hearing, trust what it is that you're feeling. And start moving on that. Start moving on that inner knowing. Start moving on that guidance that you're receiving. And as you do that, the more knowledge will come your way, the more guidance you will start to be able to see and hear and feel. But if you kind of like don't move on it, right, it's going to kind of close up on you. All right, but let's get some goddess guidance here. But also with this, this blue, right? Your throat chakra may be a little bit closed up, right? You may kind of have a fear of, being yourself, voicing your opinion, right? And it may be time for you to start, man. Calling out for what it is you want. And believing that, the divine is listening. And will surely grant your wish. Okay, look at that. So we have aim, leap of faith, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. And Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Okay, bottom of the deck here we have Artemis, guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Yeah, I feel like, like I was saying, like it may be fear showing up here. And it's kind of time for you to let that go, man. Let that go and kind of, start moving towards what it is that you want. And have that faith that you will start seeing progress. You will start seeing growth. But it kind of starts with you taking that leap first. Okay? But that's all I have for you, Pile 3. I hope this, helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, if it resonated, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can see more videos like this one. All right, but that's all I have for you. Hope to see you soon. I'm gonna go ahead on to pile 4, so peace out. All right, so pile 4 here with the Carnelian. Okay, so Carnelian is kind of, connected to like the sacral chakra. So you may be kind of experiencing what came to mind as bouts of depression. But what I was going to say is, you may be kind of lacking confidence or lacking faith within yourself. You may be being called to make moves in your life. You may be a bit fearful of making those moves, right? But it's kind of like all about confidence in self and faith, at least for me. I'm like seeing the rainbow. So I feel like with that, you may be like receiving signs or messages about, which moves to take, where to go, what to do. But you may not be listening. You may not be kind of trusting yourself. But let's see what the cards have to say here. You may be like, like, show me a sign, give me a sign. But like you may receive that sign and you don't make a move. That's kind of what I'm getting here. All right, bottom of the deck here we have return to country. Yeah, I feel like you may not be trusting your intuition, right? We do have Mother Goddess in reverse. Or you may even be kind of cutting yourself off from wisdom that's kind of coming to you, be it from people, like I was saying, right? Signs may be coming to you, but you may not be listening or, heeding the messages or the warnings. And I feel like it's because you may not be very clear about what it is that you want. Or what, path you want to take. You could also be very much in a giving space where you want to kind of give and help other people. But you may be kind of not taking care of yourself first, right? Which is kind of leaving you feeling worn out or depleted, and making it hard for you to progress because you're so focused on the needs and the wants and the feelings of other people. And it's kind of time for you to kind of focus on yourself here, to focus on, making sure that you're good, making sure that you're straight, right? Because you can't help nobody if you depleted. You feel me? I feel like you may also be wanting to help people or to give so much of yourself because almost like needing someone to kind of come in and reciprocate. Does that make sense? Like giving with the expectation that others will give back, and you may be finding that oftentimes when you give, you may not be receiving as much as you were giving. And it's kind of time for you to kind of give to yourself here, to focus on your own stability, to focus on your own growth, focus on your own path, and not so much the path of others, not so much the needs of others. Yeah, I feel like, it's very, very much like a time for you to kind of give to yourself, to take care of yourself, and to stop focusing so much of your energy and attention on other people. Right? You may be wanting, maybe even like to kind of have a deeper connection with someone. You may be wanting maybe a romantic relationship. You may be even feeling kind of lost or unfulfilled or incomplete, so to speak, without you, girl. I'm sorry. Don't mind me, you guys. Oh my gosh. But I feel like you may be kind of wanting that because you haven't spent enough time kind of connecting with yourself, loving on yourself. And you may be looking outward for that love, for that attention, for that completion, so to speak. And it's time for you to kind of it's time for you to start focusing on completing yourself. You get what I'm saying? And not kind of looking to other people to kind of come in and save you or complete you or to fill up your cup. Because I feel like here, there are a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of opportunities that are trying to kind of come your way and to kind of connect with you and to work with you, to empower you, to help you to grow. But you may be kind of focusing your energy on maybe one relationship or one thing in particular that may not be in your best interest here. And I feel like if you kind of spend some time like in reflection, thinking about why you may kind of look to that person or that thing, you'll find that it's because it may, that person may kind of leave you feeling empty. Does that make sense? I don't even know if this is making sense. Like, say you may have like a relationship or a person that you're connected to, that you still kind of want in your life, or that you still, think about or go to maybe when you're feeling sad or when you're feeling lonely. If you really kind of sit back and look at it, you may come to realize that that person, although you may be very giving and loving to that and nurturing to that person, they may not return that. And because of that, that connection kind of leaves you feeling empty, leaves you kind of feeling like maybe even like you're not good enough. And so you may go back to it in hopes that if you do such and such and such, that maybe they'll love you, or maybe they'll want to give to you, right? But it's kind of like a need to understand that you are worthy of love and of feeling complete, of feeling whole. But you don't need a person to kind of come in and give you that, right? It starts with you. It starts with you feeling worthy and whole. And once you do, right, I feel like you won't even need that person anymore. You won't even feel kind of attached to that person anymore, because you will realize that they themselves were a reflection of your own kind of internal feeling, right? Feeling empty, feeling lost. And you went back to them because you felt like they had the answers, right? You felt like if they chose you, you would feel worthy, you would feel whole. But it kind of starts with you feeling that way to begin with. And once you do, that will kind of unlock other opportunities and relationships in your life that are better for you. Okay? But let's see what else wants to come out here. Wait a minute. Alright, bottom of the deck here we have Swan. Right? All about that kind of reflection. It's kind of like about how you see yourself. Right? I feel like that's kind of been all through these piles. Yeah, I feel like you may be kind of feeling like everything in your life is kind of working against you, right? That's kind of what came to mind when I first flipped these cards over. You may be feeling like it's working against you. Maybe even feeling kind of alone, right? But with this vulture here, you're in a very like transformative space. I feel like your whole life may be kind of transforming. And it's kind of time for you to kind of see that these things aren't working against you. They're working to kind of get you to one space or another, right? With the ants here, it's kind of like, ants. They work in tandem. They work with one goal in mind, and that goal is to make sure that everybody is straight. You feel me? It's not about one ant. It's about all the ants, okay? And I feel like if you feel like things are working against you, be it maybe like a relationship isn't working, or I don't know, maybe things in your career aren't working, right? I feel like it's because, the universe is kind of trying to kind of get you to move in one particular direction. But I feel like that direction is in seeing your worth and seeing just how amazing you are, right? I feel like you may have like I was saying, you may kind of experience maybe self-doubt or kind of low self-worth. And I feel like if you've been losing things, right? It's because those things weren't worthy of you and they weren't in your best interest. Excuse me. And all of these things are happening for you, for your highest good. And once you kind of start seeing it that way, you will then kind of realize just where it is, you know, you need to go, what it is you need to put your energy to. Okay, right? For those of you who may have kind of maybe lost a love or whatever it may be, right? I feel like that thing was there as a lesson to get you to see yourself in a higher light, to get you to know your worth, to get you to see, you know, exactly what it is you need to be focusing your attention and your energy towards, right? And I feel like it's your own kind of growth. It's your own abundance. It's your own kind of stability and just transformation, so to speak. And so it's kind of time for you here, I feel, to kind of embrace this change, right? Embrace this kind of death, so to speak, so that you can, you know, when the time is right, make the necessary moves to get to where it is you really want to be, right? If, excuse the noise in the background, if, you know, you are in a space where you really, you know, may want maybe like a love connection or a particular job or career path, right? And you feel like, you know, there's this void in that space. It's because, you know, the universe is trying to kind of get you ready to receive what it is that you truly want. But in order for you to receive it, you have to believe that you are worthy of it, right? And I feel like these things that you may have lost, right, they weren't exactly what you wanted, or they weren't in alignment with who it is you're becoming. So it's kind of time for you to kind of let those things go and to embrace where you are and to embrace where it is you really see yourself going. Okay, but let's go ahead and get your goddess message. Alright, so we have here, wait a minute, oh my gosh. So we have Ostara, fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, assess new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Okay, bottom of the deck we have Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire, right? I feel like, you know, with this transformative period that you're in, right, it's kind of things are kind of making room, right? You're kind of clearing out things to make room for what it is that you really want, right? So just make sure that you spend time actually connecting with yourself, your heart, your hot space, to kind of figure out what is it that you really want, right? And to kind of let go of the things that don't match up with that, so that you can truly have what you really want. Okay, but that's all I have for you, powerful. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, if it resonated, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can see more videos like this one. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.